that's a big thing when it comes to this idea of being overlooked, right? Because a lot of times we feel that we are so skilled and talented in whatever our field is, whether that's in art, whether that's in sports, whether that's in education, whether that's in philanthropy, whether that's in a business. We feel like sometimes that we work so hard. Why aren't we getting the instant gratification that we deserve, or that we're supposed to have, or that the world is supposed to promise us because of what we put out into the world? And that all goes right back to just being patient. Everything that we do in life, we have an opportunity to see good in it. We have an opportunity to get better at it. And we also have an opportunity to learn from it.
Hey, let this shit ride for a minute, man. If you got a dream, you gotta go get it. It ain't gonna be easy, it's a lonely road. Very lonely road. But you gotta push through and figure it out.
Hey, what up, though? Y'all know what time it is, man. You here with another episode of Real Talk YV. And it's your boy. I'm in the building, man, here to talk to y'all today. Just about some things that's been on my mind. A lot of times I want to be able to make these episodes for you guys because I know you've been watching the podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm always throw that in there, man. But I know you guys have been watching the podcast and you see me talking to a lot of dope guests. But I also want to be able to talk to you guys, have these one-on-one conversations with you guys, because I don't feel that when I do talk to guests sometimes, I think it's super cool that we get to have these dope conversations. But sometimes I also just want to talk to the people, you know what I mean? Outside of the people that I know that come on this show, because everybody is dope. You feed me? But yeah, lately there's just been a couple of things on my mind that I feel like throughout these seasons that you guys watch, you'll see that I just kind of like to talk about things that I've dealt with personally, or things that have been on my mind, or things that I'm open to learning about, because I may have not crossed that point in my life yet. But there has been a couple of things on my mind lately that I want to talk to you guys about. And today we're here to talk about them. One of those things that I wanted to open the conversation up to today, I want to talk about patience. Patience, that's been a really big driving force in my life, especially in my career, for the things that I have accomplished, the things that I failed at, the things that I'm learning about life. I'm realizing that patience has to be at the forefront of my mind, because God is showing me so many beautiful things. But he's also taken so many things out of my life, and I'm just being able to accept that. And acceptance is a big part of patience. What is patience, right? Patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate trouble or suffering without getting angry or upset. The capacity to accept, and just understand that life is what it is. The thing about patience is funny is that it's almost like a lot of people operate in this way of life as if we can speed up time, as if we have control of time, or as time is in our control, and it's not. It's the furthest thing away from us. All we can do as human beings is try to make the best of the time that we have in the moments that we have on this earth. When I think about my career, when I think about my life, when I think about the things that I've done, I've realized I've gotten to these places because I stayed patient. I never allowed myself to get too big in a moment, and I never allowed myself to get too low in the moment. Either way, I just realized whatever's happening, it has to be for a reason. And if it's not for me, it's just not my time. And that's okay. That's one thing that I've realized about life that means so much to me. If it ain't your time, it ain't your time. And sometimes we see other people accomplish things, or we may even help some people accomplish things and get to where they're supposed to be, even in the same light of what we're doing, and not even understanding how did they get there. And I haven't yet. I helped them do this. I've been a part of this process and I wanted to make sure that they were good. But then at the same time, you look at yourself and it kind of falls by the wayside when you feel like your blessings and the things that you've accomplished in life aren't being seen because more than anything, you feel like you're being overlooked. And that's a big thing when it comes to this idea of being overlooked, right? Because a lot of times we feel that we are so skilled and talented in whatever our field is, whether that's in art, whether that's in sports, whether that's in education, whether that's in philanthropy, whether that's in a business. We feel like sometimes that we work so hard. Why aren't we getting the instant gratification that we deserve or that we're supposed to have or that the world is supposed to promise us because of what we put out into the world? And that all goes right back to just being patient. Everything that we do in life, we have an opportunity to see good in it. We have an opportunity to get better at it. And we also have an opportunity to learn from it. And I think sometimes when we get stuck in positions where we don't see things happening for us the way that we believe that they should happen, we get discouraged. And that's crazy because discouraged or being discouraged allows you to get to a place in your life where you just feel like you lose or lack confidence, which is the definition of it. Lacking confidence, taken away from who you're supposed to be as an artist. Man, I've had many opportunities in my life where people have told me no, or people have looked at me and maybe believed that I wasn't ready for the moment. And I felt like I was ready for the moment. I felt like I deserved the spot. Sometimes even to this day, this is honest, real one-on-one. There are plenty of times I look at things and say, man, why not me, or why am I in a position that I'm in, but I'm not being blessed more in my position that I'm in? What is it that's holding me back from getting to that next level? And when I sit back and I look at myself in the mirror, I automatically get the answer every single time. It's me. It's the way that I'm moving through life. It's the way that I'm thinking about life, and it's the way that I'm operating. So I've realized in life that I've had to continuously teach myself about being patient, about jumping over the hurdles that may come along the way, about not allowing people to try to speed up my process, or not allowing myself to speed up my process. We all get to this point in life where we feel like we work so hard that the now should be now. And when the now gets looked past, we get discouraged. It's almost like patience and discouragement. They follow each other hand in hand, because it's like, man, I want to wait for something to happen for me because I've been waiting for so long for this thing to go the right way. But then at the same time, it's not happening for me and it's not going the right way. So now what am I here to do about it? What am I here to feel? Or how am I here to act upon what I believe is going to better me as a human being? It's crazy to me, man, because sometimes I think the idea of being overlooked allows us to not grow as artists, or it allows us to get to a place of feeling like we have to step outside of ourselves or something that we truly believe in to be what people like. Because if this is what everybody else is doing, I'm going to hop on a bandwagon and do it myself. One thing I always want to tell people is like, stay true to who you are. You are the only you. You have created the environment around you. You have created your friends. You don't get to choose the family you're born into, but you create family in the life that you have on this earth. And you have to understand the way that you create life, the way that you create the energy around you, the things that you believe in, is all going to be a process of what happens to you in your life. That's just a fact. Everything that I've worked on in my life, whether it's sports, whether it's film, whether it's coaching, this podcast, I've had to understand that patience has allowed me to grow into a place of being comfortable in my own skin. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about being patient. You get to be comfortable in your own skin. I don't have to worry about being somebody else. I don't have to worry about trying to follow somebody else's path because I know it's not meant for me. I know it ain't my time yet. I know I'm not supposed to be there yet. The one thing I truly do know is that God has shown me and told me that it's not my time and I'm not ready for the moment. And when God shows you that you're not ready for a moment, accept it. I think that's one of the hardest things for people to do in life is accept. And that's accept anything. Accept failure. Accept success. Think about that. It's almost like when you fail something, you don't know how to accept it. Some people take it very hard, or they beat themselves up about it, or they get discouraged. Sometimes when you get success, you try to accept it and you don't know what to do with it because you've never had it before. You don't know how to handle it. It's almost like that famous quote that Kevin Hart said years ago, which was that everybody wants to be successful, but they're not willing to put in the work. Because it takes work to get to a place to be able to look back on your life and say, damn, I did that. I put the work in. And I didn't rush the process. Because rushing the process doesn't allow you to appreciate it. You can't rush it. And what's the opposite of not rushing the process? Being patient, taking your time. Also, ultimately understanding that you can be as talented as you want to be. A big thing about talent is it'll take you very far in life. It'll allow you to see things that you probably could never imagine. It'll allow you to go places and meet people that you probably never thought that you would. But I always try to remind people that you can have as much talent as you want to have, but if you don't skill that talent, at some point your talent is going to fail you. It's just going to. Because you have to understand what it takes to reach the next level, to be in a place where now you've come into growth. You've come into understanding about the art and the creativity and the things that you're putting out to the world. I'm realizing that patience is teaching me so much about life. It's teaching me so much about appreciation. It's teaching me so much about understanding who I am and being comfortable in my own skin. And when you get to have a beautiful relationship with understanding that patience truly is a virtue, because the most beautiful thing in life is time, right? People always talk about the YNs nowadays, or these old heads or unks, or man, I'm getting older, but like, man, shit, it's cool to get older. Why not? Why not be able to experience life for what it's really supposed to be? Why not be able to be at a place where you get to see technology grow, kids grow, the world, this world become a better place, which we all wake up every day praying and wishing that it would be? Why not want to live long enough to be able to see change, even to see success within yourself, but not only within yourself, but within your family? Generational wealth, the things that you build and that you can see. People want to give up on life so quick because what? They get discouraged and they don't have patience. Because you want the now. Everything about life today is instant gratification because we have social media. It's instant. I want the now. If I post this video, I better get 1,000 likes right away. And if I don't, now I feel like shit because I didn't get 1,000 likes. But that's not life. We cannot allow the instant gratification of what life is trying to bestow upon you in this moment to be able to be the overall view of your life. Only gratification you ever need is within. You have to continue to remind people of that. Because what you create within inside of yourself allows the most beautiful parts of yourself to come out and allows the rest of the world to experience who you truly are. I don't care anymore about no instant gratification. The crazy thing is I'm shooting this podcast right now and I'm 6, 7, 8 episodes in. I ain't even put out an episode yet because you know what life is teaching me? It's teaching me patience, man. Let me go ahead and build. Let me go ahead and brick by brick this thing. So I do understand that I have more learning and growing to do even through these episodes. Even through sitting down talking to some of these guests, my eyes and my mind is being open to some of the things that I've never even thought about or things that I've been challenged with to now have to think about how am I showing up as a man? And it's one of the most beautiful experiences that I've ever had in my life. Being able to sit down and talk to people, to have great conversations with great friends, but also to be able to sit here and talk to you. about where I am in life, the things that I'm experiencing, and what life is also teaching me. I've come to a place right now where I'm truly happy. I'm happy that I get to wake up every single day and make choices. That's beautiful. I get to wake up every day and make choices. I always say, every day that you wake up, you receive your first blessing. You woke up. And at that point, you got a chance and a choice, and you can create heaven wherever you go. That is one of the most beautiful things about life. Every day I wake up, I pray that's the first thing I do. And then I start my day. And when you start your day, everything that you do at that point is a choice you make. You're going to decide, do I want to get up and brush my teeth first, or do I want to check my phone? After I put my phone down, do I want to go use the bathroom, or do I want to come lay back in the bed? After I use the bathroom, do I want to go make a cup of coffee? Do I want to... Everything you do is a choice to the moment you decide to go to sleep. You know what? I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. A choice. So when you look at your life, you look at where you are today, the things that you're actually doing, it's all a result of the choices that you are making. So if you feel like you're being discouraged in anything, look at your choices. If you feel like you do not have patience and you're trying to work on that, look at the choices you're making. Understand that this, in this moment, is a process. It's a process. Every choice leads to the next thing. You're going to choose your friends. You're going to choose your job. We're all born with a gift, but some people choose the gift. God lays it in front of you. Some people either run from it or they're going to run to it. I always say when there's something beautiful in your life and you have something amazing happen for you and you know God is showing you a gift, don't talk yourself out of it. Talk yourself into it. Stop talking yourself out of everything that you know could be better for your life. Talk yourself into it. Because these choices that we're making every day that we wake up, it doesn't only impact you. It impacts the people that you're around every day. If you're a mother, you're a father, you're a son, you're a sister, you're a brother, you're a cousin, you're a grandchild, you're a student, you're an educator, you're an athlete, you're an artist. It impacts people. And when you become an adult, you understand right from wrong. So you also understand the choices that you make will have an impact on the people that you hold closest to you. The person who it has the biggest impact on is you. Be mindful about the choices that you make. Think long and deep about life decisions when you encounter them. Because a split second could be the rest of your life. It could be something that's completely great and change your life forever, or it could be something that takes life away from you and ruins it. But it's the moments. It's the moments and the choices that we have to pay attention to. I want to remind you guys to continue to just be patient, continue to make good choices, continue to be encouraged and not discouraged. Understand that life, if you have it, if you're waking up every day, that means your purpose is evident and God isn't done with you yet. Your time is still now and your time is still here. I'm learning it every single day that I wake up. I am so thankful for the opportunities that I've been given to showcase my artistry, to showcase my talents, and to share my voice with you guys. And to be able to talk about my experiences about how I'm learning life and how I see life. But all in all, I think I'm getting a good grasp of what God is intending for me to do here on this earth. And I'm just opening myself up to be a vessel for everything that he has in front of me. Because again, once you've done all that you can do, you have to leave it up to God. He's in control. You're not. That's why we've heard 1,000 times, when you make plans, God laughs. We can walk into a lot of things with a plan. But life is always going to throw you curveballs. It's always going to throw you the switch up. Things can happen in an instant, not just because you may have caused it. It could be somebody else's doing. How do you respond in the moment defines the character of who you are as a person. What I'm realizing is that patience is teaching me to calm my mind, my energy, be at peace with who I am, love who I am, and continue to grow within who I am. Listen, man, I just wanted to drop some knowledge on y'all today about what I understand about life, about gifts, love, laughter, patience, trying to get away from the idea of being discouraged, and also opening yourself up to make beautiful choices, because that's what actually matters. I'm so thankful to be at a place where I can say, I love you. If you haven't heard it today, I love you. Because sometimes just the words themselves put a smile on your face. And yes, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to you. I love you. And that's my real talk for the day, man. So I want y'all to give it up for your boy. You know, man, I'm excited. Y'all still on this journey with me. I want y'all to make sure that y'all hit that follow button. Make sure that y'all subscribe. Make sure you tell friends and family and whoever else that you rock with that love watching podcasts to come check this channel out, man. We only giving love out here because that's what it's all about. We not doing anything that is negative. We not doing anything that portrays this image of we trying to push out the narrative of talking about what's going on in the world today. No, we are the world. We are the people and we are the culture. So I appreciate y'all guys sitting through another episode of Real Talk. You feel me? And you already know what time it is. This your boy. Make sure you go hit that follow and subscribe button. Let's get it.
Hey, let this shit ride for a minute.